Welcome to Carscope. I'm Henry, and today I'm going to take you through the Carscope Ultimate Gun and Wand kit. So we're going to start with the gun. This is an NTM SGS-35. This is the European version of the SGS-28 that you have over in America. It's a more robust industrial version of that gun. It's more focused towards professionals and that type of thing, which is exactly why we're using it. It has a stainless steel swivel on the inlet and a 1/4 inch stainless steel coupler for the outlet. It also has pretty nice, robust looking injection molded plastic. It's got a trigger lock as well if you need it. It's got sort of a grip molded into the handle at the back, stainless steel screws throughout, and a brass nickel plated body. Now I've tried quite a few guns, everything from the cheap end all the way up to the high end, and I've settled on this gun. Well, not settled, but I've chosen this gun because I think it's the best one that we currently have. The other gun that I also tried, but I thought I'd bring to the show and tell, is this Suttner ST2600. It's pretty good. The swivel is also stainless steel, but not quite as nice as the one that you get with the NTM SGS-35. It's a little bit crunchier, if you can imagine such a thing. The moulding for the plastic isn't quite as nice either. This is a little bit smoother. Ergonomically, it's comparable, but not quite as nice. Now the biggest difference here is the trigger. So the trigger on the ST2600 has a sort of pull on and then it's on, right, and then you release it and it clips back, as you can see like that. Whereas the NTM SGS-35 has a more progressive trigger, so when you pull on it you can hold that all day. You can do the same here, which is the easy pull trigger with this Suttner one, but it doesn't feel, after using the two of them for quite a while, I think this is definitely the gun to choose. Also, this has a brass body which tarnishes quite quickly, which is another reason I prefer this one with the nickel plated version. Now, wands. I didn't use a wand for a really long time. I used to just and you'll see the same across the internet, people most of the time just sell this with the plastic nozzles. I much prefer using a wand, and the reason for that is because, especially with cars getting bigger and bigger, it makes your life so much easier trying to wash the middle of the roof or the bonnet or that type of thing, and especially in the winter with the road salt that we use in the UK. Being able to just flip this lance over with this gentle gradient in the end of the wand here, stick our nozzle in the end there, and then we can shove that underneath the car and blast any of that salt and road film off the bottom of the car. So I find that really, really useful. I think you will too. Now, in terms of lances, I tried quite a few. I tried the Suttner lance, which is obviously another German-made one, which was okay, but the grip wasn't quite as comfortable. Also tried a PA lance, which I have up here, which looks quite similar to the one that you see in here, apart from the grips are slightly different. This has got a square grip, whereas this one's got a sort of oval grip, and this is much more comfortable in your hand when you compare it to this one, especially when using it all day. The one that we're selling, this is made by MTM, by the way, same manufacturer as the gun. It's full stainless steel. I had a zinc plated one originally, and when you leave it sitting on a wand holder, that type of thing, especially leave a nozzle on the end, the water can't escape. The inside of the wand corrodes, so next time you take it out and you tip it over, all blood brown water will come out the end of it. So you definitely want a stainless one. It's definitely worth the extra few pounds to get one. Now we assemble these here with all the stuff that you see here. It's all assembled here. We're not buying, we're buying in individual pieces and putting them together as a kit. The end of the wand has a 1/4 inch stainless steel female connector which can connect directly to your gun, just like that. And then the end has a 1/4 inch stainless steel coupler. Now you'll see a few of these most of the time probably with the nozzle here just screwed directly onto the end. That is one way of doing it. I much prefer having a wand with a functioning coupler on the end. Say for example if I'm using a undercarriage pressure washer, or I want to put the snow foam can on the end of my gun, you can with this wand, which is really useful. And then that takes me into the nozzles that we're using. So in the kit you will receive 2 nozzles. Now I've chosen a 25 and a 40. The reason for this is I think you definitely want a 25 for doing stuff like wheels, engine bays, anything, say you're up inside an arch and you're flushing them out, then you definitely want a 25. And then the 40 is what you're going to be using most of the time. So say if you're doing washing of pre-rinses or just cleaning the car in general with your pressure washer, you're going to want a 40 for that. And I'd say if you're not looking to get the kit but you're looking at the nozzles, if you need just one, then I'll go for the 40. And then if you need 2, then obviously get both of them, and you save a little bit of money by buying them as a pair as well. Now, the nozzles that we've chosen, I went through a ton of nozzles when I was trying to find these, so I've never liked the plastic ones that you get with most of the guns that you get on the market. you know, you get like 5 of them and 3 or 4 of them are useless and you only use 2 of them, which is just pointless. But so I've just provided 2 really good ones, and let me take you through why I think they're really good. Stainless steel plug on the end, so you won't get any corrosion. Then this stuff we have here, there'll be no like tarnishing. Obviously you're going to get use marks and that type of thing, but you won't end up with like, you know, all the material coming off the end of it and that type of thing. The stainless steel holder is great too, because I've had zinc ones before where they start to corrode on the inside. So after a while, especially again, just like the lance before, if you leave them, they'll end up corroding on the inside of the nozzle there. Now, the nozzles, again, another one I went through a lot of them. These are stainless steel. We've ordered ones, most of the time you'll see them, they're machined. So when I say that, they're done either on a mill or a lathe or whatever it might be, and the angle is cut into them and the hole is drilled. Ours are laser cut. And because they're laser cut, that means that you get a very accurate spray angle. So you won't get any spitting coming off, anything like that. You're getting the true 40 degree and the true 25 degree. Now, all these nozzles come with a hole, and that hole is directly proportional to what machine you're using. Now, a general rule of thumb, it can get very complicated. There's a long list of different pressure washers that you can try and that type of thing. But for us, all we're really concerned is the cheaper electric machines and the higher end machines like a Kranzel and that type of thing. So if you have a high flowing machine, anything over 7 litres and more, then I recommend you go for an 04 orifice size hole. You'll see it on a drop down on the website. You can just select whatever it is that you need. Now, if you've got a smaller machine like a Nilfisk or a Karcher or one of the lower flowing, cheaper pressure washers, then go for an 03. This will just get you the best performance out of your machine, you know, rather than having a larger hole, you have more pressure and you'll get a better result by using it that way. So now we're talking to adapters. So you're going to want this gun, but what can this be used with? Well, it's quite an easy one. We've got 3 adapters at the moment, we're adding more all the time. But for launch we have the original Karcher. So you're going to have your 03 nozzle and you're going to get this Karcher. Say you don't want to upgrade your hose yet or anything like that, then that's totally cool. You can still get this gun and you're thinking, I want a good gun, I want the wand, I want the nozzles, but you also want the ability to upgrade your pressure washer. That's easy to do. All you need is to get this one to begin with, which is the Karcher. Your hose simply clicks into the end of this, on the end here, grips onto it, and then you can use your standard Karcher hose. Then when it comes time that you want to retire your Karcher or it dies and you want to get yourself a higher end pressure washer, simply replace this adapter with this one. So say if you get yourself, what we just spoke about a second ago, a Kranzel or whatever it might be. So a Kranzel has a female M22 twist and seal hose on the end of it. So you use this stainless steel 3/8 by M22, screws into the end of your gun like that, and then you can screw your hose directly to it. So if you want, if you have a Kranzel at the moment, then that's the adapter you're going to want. It's all very clear on the website. You can click on the drop down menu and choose what you want to use. Now, what I think you should do, and what I personally do, is I like being able to disconnect my gun from the machine completely. And to do that, I've added a stainless steel quick disconnect. Now this is a 3/8 inch plug, which is similar to the 1/4 inch, just larger diameter, so you're getting more flow into the gun. And it's teamed with a 3/8 stainless steel quick connector, which clips onto the end like that. And then we use our, say if you're using a Karcher hose, and we screw in this adapter here, a Kranzel hose, and you screw in the adapter on the end here. And now you can screw your hose on, and when you're finished with the gun, depressurize the system, pull the plug out, that goes with your hose, and now you have a gun free, which is easier to store and all that type of thing. Also, if you're going to be using a reel or something like that, you don't need this, especially if you buy one of our upgraded hoses, which comes a 3/8 inch male connector on the end. Screw straight into this coupler. You've got a super neat, very compact connection onto the end of your gun now. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to shoot me an email at henry@carscope.co.uk. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.